Hey legends, welcome back to another episode of Master Fishing. So today is going to be episode 4 of the road to the 10 kilo snapper. If you haven't watched any of the other episodes yet, just check them out guys. So the mission is to land my dream snapper, which is 10 kilos land based off no piers, strictly beaches or rock ledges. So let's get into it. I'm going to start rigging up. I'm just fishing today down in Port Phillip Bay. And I'm using pilchards and squid, so I'll start rigging up. I'll show you guys the rigs, and yeah, let's do it. Let's hope today is the day I get the beast snapper. So I'm just using a 13-foot Shimano Aero Wave rod with my 10,000 Saragossa, and this is a 13-foot rod. There we go. Rated 6 to 10 kilos, 2 to 5 ounce, so that is absolutely perfect. And look at that, the sun's just about to go down. I'm guessing when that sun hits the water, bang, fish on. Hopefully before then, that's when I'm predicting the bite will be hot. I'll just set up the rods now. Let's get into it. So here's the rig I'm using guys. I'll just run you through it quickly after I untangle it, because I made it at home. There we go, perfect. There we go, the joys of fishing. Alright, so I'm using a 60-pound swivel. This is a rolling swivel, so that helps with tanglage. That doesn't tangle. Using a 4.0 octopus bleak hook, 2 of them, with just a little bit of orange, just to add a little bit of some attractant, and with a loop knot at the bottom so I can change the sinker. So we'll tie this on. It's just a standard Paternoster rig. And I like to use these style of hook when I'm fishing for snapper. So I do love circles, but I find these style of hooks, they bait up pilchards better, and that's the bait I'm using today, pilchards. So if I was using trevally or yakkers, I'd stick to circles. But look at that, because they got a little bit of length there. When you dig it through the pilchard, it holds on a lot better, and you get good hook exposure. Alright, so this is how I bait up the pilchards. I just cut the head off and a little bit of the body. I'm going to throw that in the back in the bag, because their seagulls will attack my line, and we'll get rid of the other half, that other bit too. That's it, that's pretty basic. All right, let's go to rig it up. This is just the basic way to rig up the pilchard guys. Just pin it through the top part, the blue part, feed it through and pin it out again, and that's it. And I'll show you the secret to keeping them on the hook. So that's one done. We'll do the other one. Pin it through the blue part, so the top of the skin just above the bone. There we go. We have to have hook exposure, most important thing. Now let me show you the secret weapon. This is it guys, a bit of bait mate. I will not use pilchards without this. It's just way too risky. They won't stay, the bait won't stay on the hook. So this is just, look how easy this is. Just wrap it around, and don't be shy, be generous. The more the merrier. Look at that. That ain't coming off now. That will stay on. Do the same with the other one. Just wrap it around. Look at that. Just put a good amount, be generous. Put a bit around the tail. Make sure it's good. And you got to always make sure you got hook exposure. It's the main thing. That's how you get a good hook set. Alright, that is perfect. That is beautiful. Now let's cast the rods out. Let's do this. Look at that, the sun's just setting. How beautiful is that? It's not always about catching, is it, guys? Walk in a bit and wearing waders. It's actually pretty shallow today. A nice log cast, beautiful. There we go. Now we set up the other rod and hopefully the fish are on. The sun's hitting the water now. Fish on. Look at that, instantly. As soon as the sun hit the water. Yes. It's not a keeper. Actually might be. Yes, come on. Look at that, I called it, guys. As soon as the sun hit the water, and bang. Perfect hook up. Release this guy, it's pretty small, so I can go back in. Alright, it's probably prime time now, so I've just released that fish. I'm walking in pretty deep. I'm going to cast out again, so let's hope I can get another one. The sun's fully gone down now, but it's still, there's a little bit of light out. Beautiful. That went about 60 meters, easy. Fish on. Yes. No. Fish on, another one. Might be a good sesh today. Another keeper though. Throw it back in. That is way undersized. Undersized one, I think, again. Some bystander might get smacked by a fish. Nah, jokes. Oh, this might be just a keeper. Nope. Look at that, guys, 4-0 hooks. Back where it belongs. Alright, so to try and evade the pinkies, or the piranhas as I like to call them, I'm going to try a whole pilchard. It'll last a little bit longer and hopefully the bigger fish come and grab this. I'm a bit over catching those little ones, although it would be nice to get a feed. Let's plate it up. Just go through the eye. The other rod's getting a hit. Nothing solid. And we'll do the same thing through the meat, out the other side, and bang. Bait this up. Put bait mate even on the head. Let's hope that this gets rid of the little piranhas. I only try different things and see what happens. Let's do it. Let's cast it out. So both hooks have 2 whole pilchards on them, as opposed to having half pilchards. This might make the diff, guys. Let's hope so. And it's just getting dark now too. The big boys should start coming out now. Oh yes, that's a pass. This is the biggest hit of the day, guys. Yes, fish on. It even took a little bit of drag. Oh yes, this has to be size. Come on. Oh, fishy. I'm calling 35, 40 centimetres this one, hopefully. It's fighting like it is. That's a keeper. And the first keeper is probably about 30 centimetres. That's it. First fish down. I'll take plenty more. See that, guys? Sometimes the difference in going home with a feed and leaving empty-handed is just changing your bait. See that? As soon as I went full pilchard, first fish I got was on size. It measures 29 centimetres. So I'm keeping it. I released a couple, but I'm hoping if I can get another 4 or 5 more of them, I'll be wrapped. If I can get a big one, I'll be even more wrapped. That's it. Perfect. Look at that, for such a little fish, they can open their mouth quite big. I'll bait up the other rods soon too, I think. Perfect. You lose a lot less fish using bait mate. Yes. No, again. Damn, losing a lot of fish. Fish on. Yes. Has to be a keeper for sure. Or maybe not. Look how that got hooked in the eyeball. That's probably why it fought a lot harder than what it was. Let's find out if it's a keeper though. With the other measuring fish. Yeah, it is. Beautiful. 2 fish. Cannot complain. Alright, and that one was on a whole squid. I'll show you guys how I rigged that up. Go through the top. That's out. And now just pin it at the top, the bottom, sorry, and through the head. Look at that. Legend, so I've just jumped in the car now. It's about 10 o'clock. I think I ended up fishing for about 3 hours and I did not land my 10-kilo snapper. So the road to the 10-kilo snapper is still on. But I just wanted to touch on that. If I do end up, or not end up, when I do end up landing that my dream snapper, it will be released, because I've caught another fish and I just thought, I was thinking about it today. Even those just keeper pinkies that I kept for a feed, they're really old fish. They take a long time to grow. So, you know, food for thought. You know, if you're also following this journey and you're on your journey of your own to land your dream fish, honestly, I think I'll get a lot more enjoyment out of probably releasing this one than keeping it. As like I said, the last 10-kilo snapper that I caught, which was out of a kayak, so it's a bit different. I don't include that in my dream fish because I want it to be land based. So that I ended up keeping that fish, and yeah, just thinking about even these 28 centimeters to 30 centimeter pinkies that I was keeping there, they're really old fish. So you can only imagine the fish that I am going for, it will probably end up being at least 30-40 years old. And I just think, you know, when I do land mine, it'll definitely get released back, and I'll probably get more of a kick out of doing that and giving the joy to someone else catching it. So just on today's sesh also, it was not bad, landing a few pinkies and landing a few undersized and a few keepers. And it just goes to show that sometimes you just got to try something a little bit different, you know, to either catch the size fish or to get the fish on the bite. And today it was using whole bait, so it done the trick. It got me home a feed, so everyone at home will be wrapped. I'll be probably cooking that up in the next few days. So thanks for watching anyway, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this episode. I hope you follow the journey. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It costs you nothing to subscribe. It just supports me and helps me grow this channel. So cheers, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video.